Yo, get into this scenario story. A man paid $40,000 for his stepdaughter to make it through college. When she graduated, a man decided to buy her a car when she was 16 years old on his credit and made sure he took care of her for over a decade. And this young lady, she eventually found herself a man that she wanted to marry. And he decided to foot the bill. Now, during this time, the young lady's father, biological father, stepped back into her life. Now, allegedly, the man was not active in her life. He was absent for the most part, going in and out of her life, making many broken promises, along with not contributing to his daughter financially. All right. Now, just to clarify, he called this young woman his stepdaughter, although he never actually married her mother. They were boyfriend and girlfriend for over a decade. Now, this man decided to foot the bill for her wedding. And it was a series of events that happened that made this man say enough is enough. And he broke up with his girlfriend and broke it off being an active role model in her daughter's life during the process of planning the wedding. Now let's get it started. Now in the video, the man stated that he paid for invitations for the wedding along with setting up the venue at his house for over 250 guests. That's 250 guests he was going to have come out and, celebrate the union of his stepdaughter, his quote unquote stepdaughter, and her new man. All right. Now, in that, he requested that his girlfriend allow him to bring 20 of his family members and friends to the wedding to celebrate. The first red flag that he seen was when he went out to golf. He ran into one of his friends who he thought was invited to the wedding and received the invitation, only to find out by that person, not his girlfriend, but from his friend, that they never received the invitation. Now, he was distraught about that, so he confronted his girlfriend and asked her and stated to her, why did she not send the invitation out to his friend? And she stated that she didn't want to send an invitation out to any of his family members or friends. Now, this is getting crazy, right? Now, mind you, he's the one paying for the invitations. How crazy? How crazy is that? He's the one paying for the invitations. And on top of that, he went on to see the invitation and his name wasn't listed in the itinerary on the invitation, even though he financially funded the whole thing. But do you know whose name was on the invitation? The biological father, who did not financially contribute to the daughter for nearly her entire life. All right. Along with that, he stated that he was shocked about that and appalled when it was time for them to have their pre-wedding dinner. It was announced that his quote unquote stepdaughter decided that she wanted her biological father to walk her down the aisle. Even though this man has been allegedly inconsistent throughout her life, she wanted him to give her away to her new husband. This man's feelings was very hurt about the situation, but he decided to speak about it while he decided to do his toast and said that he understands that this family only views him as an ATM and not family. All right. So from there, things started to get a bit worse. The next day, they went to a venue with a party planner, and they found out that not only did the stepdaughter decide not to let him give her away, even though he helped raise her, all right, and the girlfriend didn't really care for it. She didn't say anything or intervene. During the wedding dances, there was 3 songs selected for a father and daughter dance, and he didn't have one song selected for him or his stepdaughter to dance to, and they would not allow him to do it on a wedding bill that he's paying for. And when it came down to food selection, they selected the food that the biological father liked and not the food that he liked. So much so that they bought and decided to select food that the stepfather was allergic to. The man decided to break it off with his girlfriend and decided to break it off with the entire family that he once knew, realizing that they viewed him as just an ATM and a cash machine. Since then, he's moved on. And his girlfriend tried to confront him about him speaking out about the mistreatment that he received. And what she said was basically that he's making it about him and he pretty much is about to ruin her wedding. Not apologizing to him for the harsh treatment and the disrespect that he received, although he has been generous in deciding to parent a child that wasn't his for over 10 years. Man, this story is crazy. The video is all over social media. His face is all over social media. And I would play the video, but of course, I don't know him personally. So I don't want to get a copyright strike. But what I will do is tell you guys to go down there and click the link in the description and you guys can see it. But please share your thoughts about this scenario. And then have you been in this situation before? This is a crazy situation to be in. For you to be a step parent and help parent a child. Now, mind you, it technically wasn't his stepchild because he never married the mother. But the biggest question that I had is how was it possible? How was it possible for him to be with the girlfriend for 10 years and marriage was not on the table with him funding the lifestyle that they wanted for nearly over a decade? Was it him that didn't want to get married? Was it he that, was it the girlfriend? Was it him? Who decided that it was best for them not to actually wed? That's something crazy. The only good thing is that he got to get away from the situation scot-free. Because in a divorce, of course, you had to go to court. And then he could have lost all of his money. Because he seemed like a well-off, wealthy man. And in good shape. Nice looking. With a great personality. Crazy scenario. Now, for everybody that's out there, do you feel like it was appropriate for the stepdaughter to behave the way that she did? Or was it okay because she technically was a child, as she is now a young adult, and she is now a wife? I want to hear your thoughts about this and comment below. This is my scenario moment on the DJ Jerica podcast. Make sure you guys share this video and tell me, have you ever been in a situation like this before? The most craziest story I've heard so far this year. And I'm going to bring more stories up to you guys outside of the celebrity gossip. Outside of this, I want to do different topics to bring you into my channel and just into my pod. Tell me your scenario after hearing this scenario. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Much love. Peace.